How's it going, everyone, from a very wet and rainy Universal Studios Florida ahead of Tropical Storm Nicole. It is Tuesday, November 8th, I believe, and we are here today just showing you all the updates around the park because quite a bit has happened since I have last been here. I've been doing a lot of Halloween Horror Nights the last couple of months, but we are back with another just update vlog. We're going to first check out a certain familiar area of the park that will be closing very soon in January. It will be closing its doors and the park will be bringing in something new. We will also be checking up on all the Christmas and holiday decor going up around the park. And I'm about to blow away. The rain just picked up. Probably gonna find some shelter for a little bit. I was dumb and did not check the weather forecast before heading out here. I'm also gonna try to keep the camera dry. It's a little wet. I don't know if you can even see or hear what I'm saying. But we're gonna get going now. Just check up some of the stuff. We're gonna start here in the front, right in the main Universal Studios store. Check out some of the new merchandise out, some of the new decorations, and then just go from there. Alright, it is starting to pick up a lot more. We're gonna make a run for it now. I mean, you can just see how quickly the park cleared out. But we're just gonna seek some shelter in here until the rain at least dies down a little bit. Alright, so immediately as you enter the store, they've got this big Grinchmas or Grinch setup for the holidays. Then this tree will be part of the tree hunt that they have every year, where you can just pay a small fee. Then they'll give you a brochure and you go around hunting across the resort for all these Christmas trees that are hidden away in all the stores around the parks. And then you get a small prize if you can find them all. Now here is, of course, a picture frame that you can buy, where you can put your picture with the Grinch in when he returns later this week. I cannot wait for that because I always love getting my picture with the Grinch. He's so fun. And then over here, of course, you can't forget Earl the Squirrel, because he does have an official plush this year. I believe this is $17. Yep, right there you can see $17. Then he's got a bunch of other amazing merch out. This long sleeve is actually new. Now I actually do have the scented candle from last year. A lot of the merch for Earl is actually reused from previous years, but this long sleeve and then also the plush toy are brand new. Alright, and now in true Florida fashion, the rain has already lightened up in just a matter of minutes. So as we walk down the street now here in Production Central, you can already see the truss structure and where the main signage will go for the new rumored VillainCon, the Minions VillainCon ride. Or not really a ride, it'll be more of a walkthrough where you just ride on like a moving sidewalk, which is going to be interesting. Taking the whole moving sidewalk concept from out in City Walk to a whole new level. As I just step in this massive puddle right here. But yeah, it's coming along very nice. It was almost a full year ago when Shrek closed. I'm actually wearing my Shrek 4D farewell tee from then. So nostalgically I do miss Shrek, but I also understand its reason to close and be replaced with something newer and better. And while I'm not particularly fond of Minions just being oversaturated in the Universal theme parks, I mean, I am pretty excited for anything new, I guess. And this would definitely be a unique and new attraction, not just another 4D simulator type ride. And as I quickly turn the camera around out here in front of the former Monsters Cafe, you can see that they have removed most of the front facade for it, and just like the art decor that really gives it its theme, as it is rumored to welcome in the Minions Cafe from over in Hollywood. So you can see that they are doing a lot more work over here on this side. And then over here, the Monsters Cafe drink stand has just closed permanently, because even after the rest of the cafe closed, they kept this area open, but it is now closed permanently. to welcome in something new. And again, the sky opens up as it starts pouring again right down here in the middle of New York. Well, the tree is up. I'll definitely get a better look at this later. We got the Christmas tree, obviously, and some of the decorations up, and where the tribute store entrance will be. We're just gonna come over here and try to find some shelter. Okay, let's try to do this fast now before the next rain wave comes in. You can see up there that they do have some Christmas lights out of the Macy's shop, or well, the facade for the Macy's shop. Now over here, they don't have the front facade up yet for the tribute store. They just put up this garland around the top here, and then they put up these new signs, I think they're new, where it says department store. I could be wrong. And then over here, DTS, which I don't know what the D would stand for, but the TS could stand for tribute store. Now I don't know if this is what they're calling the main facade for the tribute store, where they're not going to actually build a big one like they normally do every season out in front. I don't know. It's a little confusing if you ask me, especially since the holidays officially start Friday or Saturday here. So they only got a few more days to put something together if they're gonna do something. But then over here, you've got, of course, the massive Christmas tree they set up every year. Now, I don't know where he is this year, but every year, Earl the squirrel is, of course, hiding inside the tree. It's normally there on the front side. I'm trying to stay dry, so I don't know how long I'm going to be willing to look for him. It is cool, though, that they do have the tree all lit up, even though the holidays haven't officially started yet. Earl is normally hiding somewhere around there, just poking his head out. I don't know where he is. We will be back, if not today, another day to find him. I'm just gonna keep this video moving because of the weather. You can see some nice garland over there on the top of where you put your stuff away in the lockers for Revenge of the Mummy. And in this New York area, you saw the tree down there. Down here, they have a lot more decorations. The garlands and wreaths on the front city facades down here. And a lot more up there. I cannot wait to see this whole street lit up for the holidays, because they do an amazing job decorating. Universal kind of centralizes where all their decor goes up every year. Over at Islands of Adventure, you got it all pretty much located in Whoville or Seuss Landing. And then over here at Studios, it's pretty much just all in the New York section, which looks amazing as you see the massive parade floats going by every year in the Macy's Christmas parade. Just like Disney does, the stuff here pretty much goes up overnight once Horror Nights is over. And who could forget about the Starbucks being decorated? And it looks like Mel's Drive-In is even playing along with all the garland up around the building. Now, quick side note, this retractable awning right out here of Central Park Crepes is actually new. So that is a great change, because if you've ever stood in line for the crepes here, and they are worth standing in line for, believe me, it gets very hot standing in that sun. Right now, not so much because it is overcast, but when you're waiting for your food, definitely a smart move on Universal's part to add some shade. All right, and now we're gonna shift this video away from the holiday decorations going up in this park before we decide to park hop over to Islands of Adventure, because I decided, what the heck, might as well just show off that park too right after this. So we're gonna head into, right behind me, an area that will be closing very soon. Put out by a statement recently by the park, Universal Orlando. They put out that on January 16th, 2023, Woody Woodpecker's Kid Zone will see the end of its life. Not quite an opening day attraction here, but it is home to several classics here at the resort that have been home to many beloved rides and more family-friendly type of thrills. So we're gonna head on inside, go check out some of what will be closing. It is also worth noting that E.T. Adventure, the beloved attraction, will not be going anywhere. That is a key point. So don't freak out. That is the one attraction that I feel like Manie will basically cancel their annual passes over if Universal decided to take it out. So just going off the statement, here is what will be closing. Got it right here pulled up on my phone. Fievel's Playland, Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster, Curious George Goes to Town, DreamWorks Destination, and Shrek and Donkey's Meet and Greet. So, going off of that, we can pretty much confirm that E.T. Adventure, the Animal Actors Live on Location, and the SpongeBob Store Pants somewhere over there right behind me will be staying. So it is sort of the back half of Kid Zone that will be going away. The part of it that's kind of forgotten, honestly. Most people just want to go and do ET or something, or maybe that's just me. But I know a lot of my watchers do love and cherish that attraction and would be devastated if they took it away, myself included. So let's head on inside and just go check out some of these attractions that will be going far, far away. All right, so as we approach the entrance into Kid Zone, you can see over here is where Animal Actors Live on Location is. And over there is SpongeBob Store Pants. I really do not know what is going to be going in this area. I know it used to be that the main rumor was this is where Super Nintendo World was going to go before they decided to move it over to Epic Universe. Yeah, so we're going to be checking out some of these attractions that will be going away. Now, I think it is, though, very interesting that Animal Actors will not be going anywhere, because I feel like this big theater and stage, it could be prime real estate for maybe a Simpsons expansion or something new. Because honestly, it does take up a huge chunk of land, and I really do not think they fill every show when they do it. So, I don't know how missed it would be if it goes away. Let me know if you are someone who has to do Animal Actors every time you come to the park. I've only done it maybe 2 or 3 times. It's cute, but not something I go out of my way to see every time. And so from the sounds of it, you can see E.T. Adventure over here. This looks to be the start of everything that will be taken out or ripped out to bring in something new. Now, Universal has not exactly announced what will be replacing Kid Zone, but they are very slow to announcing anything new. They still have not announced officially the Minions Villain Con attraction, despite it probably opening next year. But over here, you can see Fievel's Playland, an area that I have actually never really took the privilege of exploring. I believe they have a water slide in there, which is fun for the kids because this park does not have any water-based attractions. You can kind of see the end of the water slide actually right over there. It does look to be closed now, but that is most likely due to weather. Yeah, super sad to see this go. And I think I'm even more sad to see Shrek's second meet and greet in the park, because remember when Shrek 4D closed, they did take out his meet and greet over in front of the attraction where they're now putting the rumored Minions Cafe. So, I mean, Shrek's Swamp Meet, it only just opened up here in Kid Zone very recently, so it's definitely sad to see it already meet its end. And you can also see that it is decorated for the holidays. So it's first and last Christmas here at the park. Then over here is DreamWorks Destination, which is where the defunct Barney show used to be. It's sort of now just a place to go in and meet different characters from the DreamWorks IPs. Here are when they do it, the show times throughout the day. They do have a lot. So, seems to basically run intermittently every hour. And then, walking over here, as Woody Woodpecker directs us this way, you've got Woody Woodpecker's Nut House Coaster. The first coaster to ever actually come to Universal Studios. So, for that reason, I mean, they shouldn't have just destroy it or demolish it. They should maybe just re-theme it to whatever comes to this area, because that would be pretty cool. That's what they did to Flight of the Hippogriff when Hogsmeade first came to Universal, because that used to be the Flying Unicorn attraction back in the day. So now moving on over here, you've got Curious George Goes to Town. This area, heavily underrated. I just love walking through it. I came with a bunch of my coworkers one time here, and we literally, I mean, all of us, full-grown adults, had a blast just playing in this area. Gotta be careful though, because you do get wet just walking through it. Most people take it for granted and just use it basically as part of the queue space for Horror Nights. Horror Nights is basically when it's used the most. People just using it for the queue. Now here is actually a fun little photo op that I've never realized before. Back here in the very tail end of Kid Zone, by Curious George Goes to Town and the Nut House coaster, it's a fun little photo op where if it's too crowded out by the main one as you enter this area, you can of course take it out here where not many people go. That's pretty cool. And so yeah, Kid Zone, you had a good run. It would definitely be sad seeing this place go, but I feel like whatever Universal has up their sleeve, it'll be 1,000 times better than what they have. I just think the problem is that they kind of let this area die. There hasn't been as much attention or care given to it in the past decade or so. I mean, you could tell that they care a lot about E.T. Adventure right over there, and that's why they're keeping it, but also because the whole thing with Steven Spielberg and the deal they have, they definitely don't want to break that. So I'm honestly thrilled they're keeping that at least. But as for everything else, yeah, I haven't really spent much time in here since I was a little kid. I hope whatever they do bring to the park is not just more 3D type simulator rides or even roller coasters. As much as I would love for Universal to bring even more thrill rides and roller coasters to their parks, I do kind of hope they keep whatever comes more kid oriented, because this is like the only kid area in the park, because the kids and little tykes need a place to go and just chill when maybe their big brother or sister are out riding Velocicoaster or Rip Ride Rocket, but just something so they don't get bored, because there isn't a whole lot for super small toddlers at Universal, especially when compared to like Disney just down the street where everything is family friendly. Here there isn't much of that. So I mean, I think Super Nintendo World, like that rumor, it when that was rumored to be here, it could have worked really well in this Kid Zone area, because even though they do have like another 4D dark ride, maybe more of a high thrill attraction, which is the Mario Kart ride, you still got like the Yoshi ride, the Donkey Kong minecart coaster would have been super family friendly. So all that could have worked here, and just looking around, you can see that this whole area is pretty much dead. There aren't many people walking around. You definitely see a lot of small kids here, and that is because while the older kids might be in the front of the park or just anywhere else pretty much riding the more thrilling attractions, Mom and Dad can definitely take their small ones here to kill a few hours. And well, even though Horror Nights is over, Chucky still lives here at the park. They have not taken down the photo op yet. That's kind of funny to me, actually. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in Diagon Alley. Wow, that was really bad. But yeah, all the Christmas decor is up now. Out here in front of Diagon Alley and on the waterfront. You got the wreaths, the garland, the lights. All of this really coming together. And then of course taking a look at King's Cross Station. Decorated really nice for the holidays. It says it's only a 20-minute wait. So I think we're gonna go hop in line and let this take us over to Islands of Adventure. And just as we make it to the other side, over to Hogsmeade and Islands of Adventure, the rain starts to pick back up a little bit again. Not too much, just slightly drizzling, but they are running the rides, which is always a good sign. And wow, just Oh my gosh. They already have all the decor up in Hogsmeade. This is really cool. I honestly almost forgot how gorgeous this area looks at night during the holidays. This is so beautiful. I love it. A bit of flooding going on as you enter Jurassic Park. What's this? Only a 25-minute wait for Velocicoaster? Yes, please. Now, it is worth noting that as of right now, I have 97 rides on the Jurassic World Velocicoaster here at Islands of Adventure. It doesn't even look like there's much of a line. I can see it from here. I'll show you once we get closer. But with the wait only being like 25 minutes, could I hit 100 rides today? I'll have to ride it 3 times, obviously. And the park closes not too long from now, only like in an hour. So, I mean, look at this.
I'm here to help keep you and your...
I've not seen the line this short in a very long time.
You must put all of your loose items, except the park ticket, in the locker.
Alright, so my 98th ride on the Velocicoaster, a night ride in the rain near the back. That is the way. I mean, that just describes basically pure insanity. I have done night rides in the rain before. It's definitely something special when you are in the back of the train. Incredible. I mean, that took a little longer than 25 minutes. Took closer to maybe 30. It was pretty quick until you got up to where the lockers are, and then it kind of slowed down after that. So I don't think I'm gonna get my 2 last rides on it today, unfortunately. We're gonna continue on now just over to Seuss Landing and just look at some of those Christmas lights that they have set up now in the park. But yeah, Velocicoaster, still my number 1. Yeah, still my number 1. Great as always. And a terrific night ride. And right as we turn the corner out of the Lost Continent, you can already see the entrance to Seuss Landing, all lit up for the holidays. Now this is what I like to see. There goes the high in the sky Seuss trolley train going by. Now this is by far my favorite area just to walk through at night during the holidays. I mean, just taking a 360 look around, you just gotta love this and really appreciate how hard the Universal creative team does every year during the holiday season. Of course, they have all the Grinch stuff out. Here looks to be one of those trees for the tree hunt that I was talking about earlier. And let's just quickly hop in this shop real quick. All the books you can read, because this is where the Grinch will be holding his meet and greets when the holidays officially begin in less than a week. He normally does it over here in this corner where they have a little facade set up for him. I'm wondering if he's going to be meeting somewhere else this year, because you would think that they would have it already set up for him, but they don't. That's interesting. And then out here by the truffle up trees and the carousel, it's all decked out for the holidays. And then of course the Circus McGurkus Cafe right over there as well. It says it's the exit only this way. I don't care. We're just gonna take a short walk. Yep, definitely all decked out for the holidays. I love this. Wow. I have actually never walked through this trail, I don't think. You got the Lorax right there, or at least the back of him. And oh, what's this? A construction wall. That could only mean one thing, and that is that they're in preparation for Grinchmas, the live-action stage show of the retelling of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. An absolute favorite here at the park every holiday season. I love it. I saw it probably 4, maybe 5 times last year. And remember, I believe, just like last year, it's going to be in the Blue Man Group Theater, rather than just one of the mini sound stages back there. All right, what the heck? I'm gonna do just one of my favorite rides as a kid, and just an overall great dark ride, a really long great dark ride, and that is of course the Cat in the Hat. And right now there is no wait, so no better time to do it.
We looked and we saw him, the Cat in the Hat.
Make that cat go away. You do not want to play. He should not be about when your mother is out. Why, we can have lots of good fun, if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a Fish. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the cat with a cup and a cake on the top of my hat.
Now I still really enjoy this classic dark ride. It may be old, it may have seen better days, but I still love it and cherish it. You can see right behind me, they're just cycling empty cars at this point because nobody is riding it. I was the only one on my ride vehicle. But that about concludes this video, guys. We saw a lot. We saw the holiday decor at both Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Florida. And also got to check out Woody Woodpecker's Kids Zone before it goes away in January. So I hope you enjoyed another video here on the channel, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. It really does mean the world to me and definitely allows us to do more videos like this in the future. I'll see you in the next one, Twisters. Take care. But hold on. What is this mysterious box in the middle of the gift shop for Cat in the Hat? Earl's Tree Farm? Well, that's not very suspicious at all.